Muy buenas, ¿qué tal? Estamos otra vez en el canal y aquí para que disfrutar este novio. Y esta vez estamos en la brawl y tal. Y si hace mucho tiempo que no grabo vídeo, no sé si subiré un vídeo para explicaros qué me ha pasado y eso. Pero bueno, por ahora disfrutar el vídeo, que vamos a reaccionarla y algo es algo. Bueno, dejar una cámara rápida porque qué pereza, joy joy. Vale, pues quedan 20 minutos. No sé si he puesto la... hay una sombra ahí. Aparece una sombra. ¿Es un robot? Vale, a ver. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué es eso? Está volando. Cualquier kisimisi. Cualquier cosota. Ya.
We are back from our summer break and ready for the update. Right, Danny?
That is correct, my human friend Paula.
¿Qué tiraba?
What's that?
Meet Dannytron 3000, a genius robot I developed myself, capable of presenting any update.
Correct.
I see.
¿Qué
Good job, Danny.
tiraba?
And welcome to Brawl Ball. I'll be back.
Ojo. ¿Esa es Bell? No te creo. ¿Quién es ese? Hola, qué guapo tú. Qué guapo.
Back to the Wild West, but not entirely.
We introduce you to the Robot Factory, the home of all those
Vale.
crazy robots.
Me llamo notificación.
It's also a perfect link to our newest chromatic brawler, Sam.
He's the
Sam.
second member of Bell's trio and literally
En el trío de Bell.
He also has some personal beef with all the robots in Star Park.
His playstyle feels very unique to Brawl. When equipped with his Knuckle Busters, he does a stronger close-range attack that can hit multiple enemies at the same time.
Es como
When
Rosa.
he doesn't have them, his attacks are not as powerful, but they are faster.
And while he has his Knuckle Busters, his
A ver, la
super bar
super.
is always full, meaning he's the first brawler who already started
Lanza
with his super available.
como algo que
Activating
hace
his super
daño.
with his Knuckle Busters on, will throw them and will damage
Y le hace
everything in
daño.
the way.
O
He
sea,
also
en
gets a
línea
temporary speed
puede
boost.
traspasar a los enemigos y se queda ahí.
Again, will then call his Knuckle
Ah, y luego
Busters back to
vuelve.
his arms and damage everything on their way back.
While Sun doesn't have his
Ah.
weapon, he'll have to charge his super in the normal way, by hitting his attacks. Or he can collect his Knuckle Buster again.
Ah, lo podemos
Sam
recolectar
will
otra
get
vez.
the
Vale.
Scissor Sam skin at
Guau,
this
la
tier
skin,
of
qué
the Brawl
guapa.
Pass.
And the first king of the Brawl Pass is Desperado
Está...
Poe.
¡Buah, el poco, qué guapo tú!
Completing the Calamity Gun will have Lawless Lola as
Hola.
the Power League skin and Crowbone for Gem.
We will also be getting Moon Bunny
No, qué bonita.
Stomp Pen,
¿Qué le-
to make sense, I promise.
Qué guapo
and
lo de
Happy
Pam.
Mortis or
¡Uh!
299 gem skin with custom voiceover and visual effects.
¿Qué tío?
And if you get
¡Hola,
him
qué
or
guapa
his
la de
son,
Mortis!
you get his spray, profile picture,
¡Qué
and a whole
qué
set
guapa
of
la de
skins for free.
Mortis!
Also, it will unlock 2 color variations in the shop for 49 gems each.
And lastly, Trick or Treat Leon.
Nah,
Still
tía,
available
es lo que
around.
faltaba.
We'll have other skins for
Qué
Halloween,
guapo
but
lo de
this will come in a
León, tú.
different outfit.
And speaking of skins, all the robots got
No.
finally remodeled. They are a lot
¡Qué
more
bonito!
polished, shiny,
Son más
and
monos. ¡Qué bonito, tío!
we'll be getting
¿Eh?
another awesome 3D animation feature pen and 8-bit, and to celebrate that, we'll be getting a new PvE mode.
In this
Un nuevo modo
mode,
de
you must
juego.
keep 8-bit alive by collecting coins across the map and protecting him from the waves of bots. If 8-bit is defeated, you lose the game. If you and 8-bit survive until the end, you win.
In this mode, 8-bit will be
Este
walking
modo.
around and doing some work, so we'll be in a team of 4.
But also make sure you always have him in your sight.
O sea, que como un tipo atraco, pero tienes que proteger la
And
caja.
the preparation screen, you
Y tienes
can
que
either
coger monedas o
request
algo así.
or receive a request to swap a brawler, and if everything looks great, you can accept it.
That would be a really good idea
está guapo
to
esto,
secure
¿eh?
a good brawler first, or if they are just better than you with that brawler.
We'll have a second brawler which will be released
Ojo.
later in September.
Gus is a very weird kid in
What?
his PJs
¿Qué?
and looks like he hasn't touched grass for a while.
But
¿Qué es esto?
besides his catchy vibes, Gus is actually a support brawler with the ability to
Nah,
heal
un vale
and
support
protect
no,
a
me
lot.
metas
For
eso.
every attack Gus hits,
Qué
he
basura.
charges a new bar. Once this bar is full, the next attack you hit will drop a
Entonces
ghost in the
tú
map.
lo que haces es
If your
meterlo
allies
y...
touch this ghost, they will heal. You can drop multiple ghosts in the map.
With
Ah.
his super, he's able to cast a shield either on his allies or on himself. To cast it on allies, you should aim and hit your shot. To use it on
Ah,
himself,
vale.
you just tap the super button as if you would be out.
Ah, la super te
And
genera
great
como un
news,
escudo.
if you look forward to unlocking him, he will be super rare, which is
¿Qué?
quite easy to find in boxes.
¿Súper raro?
Trophy
¿Qué
reset
tirado?
is getting longer.
A ver.
It's now every 8 weeks in line with the Brawl Pass season.
Como 8
We are
semanas con la
partnering with
copa.
some awesome esport teams, and you'll be able to support them too.
Al
by getting
lado
a
de
profile
SK
picture or
Gaming,
pins in
Z,
the shop.
lo de
New
Clash.
challenges and quests with new sprays and profile
Qué
pictures as
guapo tú.
rewards.
Lo de
The
Clash me
Robot
encanta.
Factory environment is also available in Showdown.
New gadgets for Buzz and Grip.
Bien.
Year's price reduction.
And a message from the future. We
Ojo.
managed to travel in time and get Frank from the future to tell you a bit more
Espera,
about
espera.
what we have planned for
Esto es
Brawl Stars
importante,
in
¿eh?
the future.
¿Cómo que en árabe? ¿Qué he tirado? Ah, ojos Frank, ¿eh? Ojos Frank.
That's from the
Cuidado que
past.
Frank es...
Sorry, Frank. So, we're all aware that we have some players who are concerned about the future. What do you have for the community?
Well, for the last few months, we've focused on designing and building our high-level roadmap for the future. And this is the first time ever we are talking about our future plans with you, our players. Why are we doing this? We feel there's a disconnect between you and us, and we'd like to resolve it.
So, let's
Mhm.
talk about the next update.
To get this out of the way, yes, we are going to rework Gears. We didn't plan to make changes to the system this year, but
No
we
lo-
understand your feelings and frustrations about it, and we share most of them. Consequently, we decided to prioritize this and push back other changes. In fact, we're going to make some
Van a
changes
quitar
already
los-
in this update. We reduced the cost to craft gears and gear levels by about 50% in the coming update by reducing the amount of required scrap and tokens.
So,
Lo
should we talk about
rebajan.
October a little bit?
We're going to simplify the flow on how you acquire gears.
Ah, no, eso, es
and
lo,
decrease
eso va a
the
existir
cost.
un nivel,
And
creo.
at the same time,
Claro.
we're going to introduce additional, more specific gears. which
Vale, o
won't
sea,
be
que eso va a
exclusive
existir el
to
nivel
bots.
morado, ya no van a
And
existir
can
los
we
otros.
talk about what happens to existing gears?
We're pretty much hitting the reset button for gears and will reimburse
¿Cómo?
all
Pero si
existing
quitan esos,
scrap,
¿qué?
gear tokens and already crafted gears to you.
O sea, que
This
lo
will
podemos
happen in
hacer...
coins, and coins will play a much bigger role in how to unlock gears in the
Ah, pero
future.
quitan lo de las monedas,
This
ahora va a ser con
essentially allows
monedas
you
y
full
con gemas,
respec for
creo.
gears once the October update arrived. Refunds will be based on the total amount of scrap and gear tokens you've collected since we've introduced them last year.
Cool. And there is more, right?
Why, Paula? Yes. We are also reworking the existing PvE weekend modes. We ultimately don't believe they are fun anymore, and we're going to replace them with a new, more dynamic PvE system, which will introduce new features including multiple stages,
Mapa.
persistent power-ups, different environments, and new types of enemies and bosses.
¡Hala!
Almost
¿Qué
like
es
the
esto?
players will
¿Mapa?
be able to tell a story in the future.
We
¿Una
also
historia?
have plans beyond October.
That's right. The timeline becomes a bit more uncertain at this point. However, there are a few bigger topics we would like to tackle. And the first one is affecting the current progression system and its reliance on luck in order to unlock brawlers.
What?
We would like you to have more say in which brawlers you unlock and when, as well as which brawlers you would like to upgrade. These changes have a huge impact on how Brawl is played, and will give every player a clear goal in the game. We'd like to get these changes into your hands as
Lo
fast
siento
as
que no hable
possible.
mucho, pero es que estoy
And there are
concentrado
more things the
escuchando.
team is working
A
on.
ver qué es.
Yes, we would like to make it more meaningful to improve playing certain brawlers. The concept of mastery. Think clearer goals, rewards, you get it. Additional items on our current list of things to do are matchmaking, a better sense of collecting cosmetics, and more ways for you to show them off, as well as tools for you to share cool moments in the game on social media directly from within the game. We'd also like to introduce ways for you to recruit your friends, and yes, in parallel we've started working on a system to report other players for things
Bien,
like gameplay.
bien,
We're likely
report,
going to roll this
bien,
one
bien.
out rather sooner than later,
Aleluya.
and start the process of collecting data and get a sense of the volume of reports.
This isn't a complete list of everything we'll do, but these are the topics currently taking the majority of our focus. You can learn more about upcoming features as usual here in Brawl Talk.
And with this,
Vale.
Thanks for watching, like and
Ya por
subscribe,
ver.
and see you in October.
Vale.
And giveaways. Yes, the Brawl Stars creators will be giving away.
Ah, sí, que siempre dan una skin,
Search
pues
for hashtag
van a dar
Bonus
esto.
Week giveaway here on YouTube or any social media, and
Sí, que
read the
pongáis el
rules
hashtag
to
eso para
participate in the
conseguir la
giveaway
skin.
hosted by the Brawl content creator.
En cualquier...
And this isn't a list. What's wrong with me? I did it perfectly before. I
Bueno,
remember.
los momentos
And
graciosos.
if everything looks great for you, you can. It's supernatural.
That's right. Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, güey.
R2, G2 sounds. Should I do it?
Bueno, pues hasta aquí ha sido la Brawl Talk. Un poco rara, pero bueno. Cosas que tengo que decir. La mitad de la Brawl Talk ha sido... ¿Ha sido qué? Ha sido cosas que ha hablado Frank. Y la otra mitad ha sido contenido. Claro, pone descuentos de... ¿De qué? De years, de eso, que lo que... como los gadgets, no me acuerdo cómo se llama, lo marado. Y más cosas, me gusta mucho la skin de Mortis. La de Poco también está guapa. Pero luego, no sé, lo veo muy, pero que muy, muy pequeña. Es muy pequeña la Brawl Talk. O sea, porque ha sido como 4 minutos o 3 minutos de relleno, que nos han... Bueno, relleno no, que nos han contado el futuro de Brawl Stars, y luego ha sido otros 4 minutos, ha sido 3 minutos, o 2 minutos de Brawl Stars, o sea, lo que dura normal, mira la anterior. Duró 7 minutos la anterior. O sea, ahora, últimamente la Brawl Stars, mira lo que están durando. Mira lo que están durando la Brawl Stars. 6 minutos, 6... Mira la de... ¿La de qué? ¿Dónde está la de...? Mira, 6... 8... ¿Veis? ¿Veis que están durando últimamente mucho más? Porque como que no nos meten relleno, nos meten como un tipo de... O sea, nos meten contenido, pero muy poquito contenido, y luego nos hablan. Bueno, por lo mí yo le pongo una nota... Si hablamos de actualización, le pongo una 6 sobre 10. Casi un raspadito, 6 sobre 10, 6,5 sobre 10, por ahí. Y luego ya a la Brawl Stars le pongo un 9, porque nos ha hablado en el futuro lo que va a haber. Y por fin un Brawl super especial, madre mía. Que desde 2020 no nos meten uno. Pero bueno, espero que os haya mucho este vídeo. Recordad dejar un like y suscribiros. Y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.